Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. A school in Essex changed its toilets from being male and female to being unisex, and almost immediately there was a girl attacked multiple times by a boy in those toilets. Everybody said that this would happen. Everybody knew this would happen. And the school went ahead and did it anyway, without impact statements, without consultation, and without informing parents. They're claiming they had no idea this sort of thing would happen. It's strange because you had been told many times. Everyone knows that this is what's going to happen. J.K. Rowling feels so strongly she has come in on this argument, and she is saying that girls' safety, dignity and privacy is being sacrificed on the altar of trans ideology. She's quite right too. We'll have a look at this story, see what's going on and see why J.K. Rowling feels so strongly about it. Well, we know why, and in fact I agree with her 100%. Marvellous woman. So we'll look at this anyway and go in. Here goes. So J.K. Rowling warns that girls' safety is being sacrificed to an incoherent trans ideology after teenage boy is arrested over sex assaults in gender-neutral loos in Essex school. Yeah, I mean, when you are allowing boys into where girls are going to be vulnerable, where they're in a cubicle having a wee or whatever they're doing, what do you think is going to happen? These boys need to be kept away from the girls. It's quite simple. But not only are you presenting an actual danger, because obviously it is an actual physical danger, you're also conditioning these children to make these things seem normal. And they really aren't normal. But what we've got here is, again, and I've said it many times, teachers pushing this ideology on children because teachers want to normalise P. They want to normalise the grooming of children. And if they can have boys and girls at any age all going into the same place, it just helps normalise that sort of extraction of the specialness of what your sex is, your male or female sex. It's that amalgamation. It's the removal, if you will, of identity. And we know how important it is to have an identity. We only have to look at what happened in the 30s in Germany to see what happens when one group removes the identity from another group. And these teachers are no different. Only they're slightly worse, in fact, because not only are they removing the identity, they're doing it for the purposes of their own gratification. Anyway, J.K. Rowling has warned that gender-neutral toilets are sacrificing girls' safety, privacy and dignity after a schoolboy was arrested over claims of serious sexual assaults against female pupils in same-sex lavatories. The Harry Potter author spoke out after the teenager, who is under the age of 16, was detained and questioned over 4 alleged attacks at a school in Essex. 4. Why was he still at the school after the first? The school must therefore be encouraging this behaviour. Because if he's got to the 4th and he was still at that school, you know that they're not disciplining this boy. They're probably encouraging him. The secondary school, which cannot be named for legal reasons, allegedly not carried out impact assessments on the provision of mixed-sex lavatories because they daren't, because they know the moment they put in an impact assessment it will fail massively on safety grounds. It is understood that 3 of the attacks were claimed to have happened in the unisex bathrooms. The boy has since been bailed while police continue their investigation. I bet he hasn't been expelled from that school. Now 57-year-old author and women's rights campaigner Rowling has claimed such attacks were entirely foreseeable and preventable. Of course they were. People have been saying it for a long time now, years, that these things will happen. They are entirely foreseeable. And if you keep boys out of the girls' toilets, they are preventable. And there she is, marvellous woman, so strong. I love her to bits. She tweeted, "Girls' safety, privacy and dignity are being sacrificed to an incoherent ideology pushed by lobby groups and teachers and the predatory teachers, which gives predatory males easy access to victims." Rowling also cited a Sunday Times investigation in 2018 that found nearly 90% of reported sexual assaults harassment and voyeurism in sports centres and swimming pool changing rooms occur in gender neutral facilities. Anyone who provides gender neutral facilities is effectively saying it's okay to commit sex crimes. They're actually providing the facilities for this to be done. And of course, schools are entirely encouraging it because that is their raison d'etre now. That is their direction of travel. They want to sexualise children, and the sooner the better. Teachers are all peas and groomers because they're either doing it or they're keeping their mouths shut and not reporting it. Conservative MP Miriam Cates, who is a former teacher, told the Daily Telegraph gender neutral facilities are a threat to the safety of women and girls because they create a private space hidden from the public view where assaults cannot be witnessed. Whilst of course the vast majority of males do not mean females any harm, the few that do will inevitably seek to take advantage of the opportunity that gender neutral facilities present in order to commit offences. We've said it before, and the other thing of course is that anyone who's going in there pretending to be a woman, a man who's pretending to be a woman, 10 times more likely to be a sex offender than a normal man who just sticks to his own areas. 10 times. Government's own figures. Miriam carried on. And God bless Miriam Cates as well. She said, I very much hope that the new Department for Education guidance will make clear that gender neutral facilities are a safeguarding risk and should not be allowed in schools. Indeed, I would say to any parents here, go to your school, find out, and if they do have gender neutral changing rooms, gender neutral toilets, anything like that, pull your child out, especially if that child's a girl. Especially if that child's a girl. Pull that child out until that is reversed. Explain to them that you're not happy with this position. Explain to them that it is a safeguarding risk. Point to this article. Point to the other articles that have come up. Tell them that they are in contradiction of the 2010 Equality Act and that you will keep your child from school for such period. You will employ private tutors and you will charge the local educational authority. That is allowable until such facilities are put back into position where your daughter can go to the toilet without the risk of a boy being there. Anyway, the advice is expected to force schools to tell parents if students are questioning their gender. Forcing them makes a change, doesn't it? It is also likely to see trans pupils stop from competing in sports that they could have a physical advantage in. Again, fair and right. Other anticipated provisions include a ban on children who change their gender from using toilets and changing rooms of the opposite sex. So it doesn't matter what they choose to be for their gender. It is their biological sex that matters. Schools are required to provide separate lavatories for children aged 8 and over, but many are failing to do so and are thus breaking the law and in contravention of the 2010 Equality Act. I love J.K. Rowling and I love Miriam Cates. They are two strong women who stand up, put their heads above the parapet and shout down at these weirdos, at these predators, at these people who want to do children harm. So well done you, and well done Miriam. And I'm going to round off and come up. If only we had a few more people like Miriam Cates, Rosie Duffield, J.K. Rowling. We need high profile people who stand up and say enough is enough and we're no further. We will not do it. We will not accept it. We will find it offensive. And we demand that things return to normal. We demand men do not go into women's safe spaces. We demand men stay out of women's changing rooms and toilets. And not just men. Boys at school stay out of the girls' toilets. And likewise, girls stay out of the boys' toilets. Hey, when I was a boy, I didn't want a girl coming in. Ugh. They got cooties and things. When you're about 8, But they ain't got cooties now, have they? Hey, lads, know what I mean? Anyway, so we'll round that off there. But just to say thank you very much to those women. They do stand up and they are strong. And it just takes women like that to keep saying it. But definitely go to your school and find out what facilities are there. And if they are, unisex toilets, don't allow it. Demand change. The law is on your side. Over the age of 8, they must legally have girl-only and boy-only toilets. Anyway, we'll round off there. Thank you very much for listening. If you like what you're seeing here on the channel, do hit that subscribe button. In fact, just hit that subscribe button. The numbers are going up and it's lovely and it's great, and especially the regular viewers who haven't yet hit it. Come on, do the decent thing. Anyway, until next time, stay safe, stay well, stay in your own lane, and goodbye.